After the Dutch GP, the F1 teams travelled directly to Monza to finish at the next race weekend. This weekend, Ferrari and Red Bull will once again fight out for the front places, with Mercedes potentially being an outsider, but Max Verstappen comes in as favourite once again. The Italian Grand Prix has been on the calendar uninterrupted since the beginning of F1. During the 3 seasons, only Italians managed to win. While Giuseppe Farina won the first version, Alberto Ascari was the first driver to cross the finish line in both 51 and 52. Lewis and Michael Schumacher still hold the record of victories at Monza. Both drivers have managed to hit the prize no less than 5 times in their career. Verstappen is yet to win at this circuit. Last season, Hamilton and Verstappen were forced to retire after collision, giving the other drivers on the track a chance to take victory. In the end, it was Daniel Ricciardo who took the win. For the Australian, who of course leads McLaren at the end of the season, it was his only finish in first for the British formation. The circuit in Monza is known for many straights and at present allowing the drivers to drive at very high speed. With a length of over 5.7 kilometres, the driver will be on long track. As for the Monza, also has fast bends, the cars can maintain high speed for long times. While Ferrari and Mercedes mainly benefit in slow corners, Red Bull has more speed on straights. The Italian circuit therefore should be an advantage for the runaway title leaders. Last weekend in Zandvoort, Verstappen scored his 4th victory in a row. It is already his 10th this season, which puts him 109 points ahead of Charles Leclerc in the championship. With 7 GPs to go, there's little chance of Ferrari keeping Verstappen from another world title. Meanwhile, Ferrari must look back at the difference with rival Mercedes in the Constructors' Championship, which is only 30 points in favour of the Italians. On top of this, Leclerc and Sergio Perez have both scored 201 points, meaning they're still fighting for second in the Constructors' Championship. While it could rain heavily in Monza with thunderstorms on Friday morning, according to weather.com, the rest of the weekend looks set to remain dry, and the teams can prepare of temperatures around 26 degrees, with most of the race being sunny. The expectations for the weekend: Verstappen showed at Zandvoort with the Red Bull in form he's so hard to beat. The Austrians have everything in order, while the Dutchman is mostly calm after his world title and carrying it on to this year. For Ferrari, however, there's extra pressure going into the weekend in front of their own crowd. It is therefore expected Matteo Binotto and his drivers to do everything in their power to deliver a top performance, but it remains to be seen whether Ferrari can do it. Mercedes will once again serve as an outsider. In the first of the season, the German team better fated from the mistakes of the competition. Meanwhile, it's capable of reaching podium on its own now. A better with Verstappen is just high for the team at the moment, though. And before I move on to everything else, let me run you through the schedule for this weekend in British time. First free practice 2 till 3, second 5 till 6, third is an hour earlier, and qualifying an hour early compared to the Friday times, and the race gets underway at 3 o'clock. In the paddock on Thursday, the main talking point seems to be about the driver market for 2023, with silly season fully in flow. And it's coming really interesting now, with rumours that Colton Herta may be unable to get his super licence. Gasly could stay at Alpine, could do and be promoted to Alpine. Just lots of things going on at the driving market at the moment. It all seems chaotic. Who will get the Williams drive? De Vries testing again in FP1. Is he in contention? So just lots of questions around that in the paddock on Thursday, really. In FP1, it was Charles Leclerc who topped the session from Carlos Sainz, George Russell 3rd, Lewis Hamilton 4th, Max Verstappen 5th. Not a lot you could read into the session really. Max Verstappen, I think probably would have been fastest here, but did have his lap time interrupted due to a bit of traffic right at the end. Ferrari came out of the blocks fast, had Nick de Vries in for Seb Vettel in the Aston Martin. He got a bit unlucky with his fast lap, made a small mistake. Joe Giovinazzi also in the Haas as well, but like a normal FP1, wasn't a huge amount you could read into that session. You can read more into FP2, and you'd have to say it was another strong session for Ferrari. Carlos Sainz topping the times from Max Verstappen, Leclerc in 3rd, Norris in 4th, really impressing, Russell 5th, Perez 6th, Hamilton 7th, but obviously with a lot of the front runners taking grid penalties, you can't read too much into it, with the top 2 having it. But look, Leclerc and Ferrari looking good. Their race pace was strong as well. Ferrari looking in a good place, to be honest. And Verstappen, especially taking a grid penalty, may have his work cut out this weekend if he wants to take his 5th consecutive podium. And before I go my predictions for this weekend, I kind of do fear for neutral F1 watcher that this weekend could be very much like Spa. We saw on a high-speed track what Verstappen and Red Bull can do, and without grid penalties this time, and in probably an even faster track. I kind of do feel that it could be a dominant pole and win for Verstappen if we want to see a close race. In second, I think Perez, even though he has been a lot off the ball recently, will get enough to get second. And in third, I'm going to say Leclerc will be better than the rest, get Ferrari Ferrari a podium at the home race, which I think is what all the Tifosi coming there will want to see. So yeah, I'll say Leclerc instead, but we'll Red Bull 1-2. But anyway guys, that's every video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe, any thoughts, comments down below, follow to the link in the description for daily F1 news, subscribe to the channel, greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.